I run a digital marketing agency and sell courses online, and both of these businesses do multiple six figures every year. And the only way that I'm able to grow and scale these businesses is, of course, by finding new clients. Now, when I first started out, I was really overwhelmed by how exactly to find clients. There is a ton of information out there, and I was being pulled in a million different directions. People were telling me you need to build a sales funnel, you need to do email marketing or text marketing or upsells or webinars, and I had no clue where to start. And over the past several years, I've learned what works and what doesn't work. In fact, a few years ago, I posted a video here on my channel, and I'll link that up here. The video was about my favorite cold outreach strategy to find new clients. And while this is, in my opinion, the most effective cold outreach strategy, it's still cold outreach, and it's really difficult and not nearly as effective as other methods of finding new clients. So in today's video, what I want to do is share with you the two most effective strategies to find new clients online. In fact, over the last year, about 90% of my sales have come from these two strategies alone. So let's dive into it. The first strategy is building a community. Now, I want to say up front that building a community is not the fastest way to find clients, but it is by far the most effective way, okay? What I mean by building a community is creating a space where your potential clients can hang out, spend time, and get to know you. They can see your face, they can see your posts, you can provide value to them, and over time, they're gonna feel more and more comfortable with spending money with you, regardless of what it is that you're selling. Now, when I say build a community, there are a ton of different places where you can build communities. There are third-party platforms where you can build communities, but where I like to hang out the most is on Facebook groups. Facebook groups are by far the most effective way to either build a community or join other communities. And the reason for this is people already hang out on Facebook. And so anytime you post in a group or you share something in a group, people are going to see that when they log on to Facebook. It's going to be right there in their feed. And so it's a great way to stay relevant and get more eyes on your content. Now, being part of a Facebook group with someone gives you immediate common ground. It builds trust, it builds reciprocity, and so it's going to be a great way to have an audience to hear about what it is that you're selling. So when I started out, I started joining a ton of different Facebook groups that were business related for specific industries. And what I did is I started to answer questions, share value, give information, and then slowly over time, I started to share different website projects that were relevant to that industry, and people started to comment, and then eventually they started to reach out to me in my DMs, and I was able to start landing clients. Now, a few things that you want to be aware of is you don't want to join Facebook groups and immediately start being spammy or salesy. This is the worst thing that you can do. Okay, this is not a get-rich-quick strategy. This is something that's going to take time. You need to become part of these communities. And so you need to set aside time every day, every week to provide value within these groups. And by doing so, again, people are going to slowly get to know you, they're going to trust you, and they'll start reaching out on their own. Now, joining other people's Facebook communities is really effective, but even more effective is building your own community. So I built my own Facebook group about a year and a half ago. The group's name is SEO and Webflow. And I built this group in the hopes of building a community and eventually selling people my course about SEO and Webflow. And this group grew pretty quickly because it was very niche specific. And so this is something that you want to keep in mind when building your own Facebook group. Now, in other videos here in the near future and on my Instagram, I'm going to share more about how to grow your own Facebook group. But right now, I want to talk about the benefits of having your own Facebook group. Number one, if it's your own Facebook group, you can post whatever the heck you want. You can post promotions, you can post sales, you can share anything that you want without the risk of getting kicked out of this Facebook community. Now, even more importantly, people are going to see you as the boss. You're in charge. This is your Facebook group. And so you're immediately going to have a level of respect and trust that you can't get any other way. Now, I love my Facebook group because aside from selling hundreds of thousands of dollars in courses, I've also been able to hire multiple team members from this community because people are reaching out looking for a job. And so it's a really awesome way to have an audience, make connections, and you can monetize it in a number of different ways. So if you haven't already, go start joining Facebook groups and providing value in those groups. And don't wait another second to start your own Facebook group. Make sure that it is very specific to your ideal audience. And that audience is going to be who kind of fills your pipeline of new customers for years and years to come. So before I share my second favorite strategy to find new clients, if you're finding any value in this video, be sure to smash that like button. All right, so let's jump into number 2. My second favorite way to find new clients is filming and posting raw, unedited videos. Now, the reason that I want these videos to be raw and unedited is, number 1, this is the easiest content to film. You don't need to hire an editor. You don't need to edit things yourself. You don't need to worry about saying the perfect thing or having a perfect cut in order to post it. You can just turn on your iPhone and start filming. And the second reason is this unedited content is going to seem very real and very personable. And so it's going to be a great way to connect with your potential customers and clients. Now, you can film whatever it is that you want. This can be just anything in your day-to-day schedule, anything you're working on, any new updates with your business. Just start sharing things and people are inevitably going to reach out to you, okay? So you can post this video anywhere that you would like. You can post it on Instagram, you can post it on Facebook, on LinkedIn, but I found that the most effective place to post this unedited content is on YouTube. Now, this is something that I've done. I post case studies of websites that I've built and I throw them up on YouTube, just a simple screen share. They're not edited. There's nothing fancy about them. But by doing this, I've been able to land a ton of new web design and SEO clients. And so YouTube is an awesome place because you do not need a huge subscriber base. In fact, you don't need any subscribers to get views on your videos. And the second part is you don't need a lot of views on that video in order to land a client. You could literally start with 0 subscribers and create a really good, raw, unedited case study or whatever it is that you want to share. Throw it up on YouTube and start getting views. And I've seen people that with 50 views on their video are able to land a huge client. And so again, don't feel frustrated or overwhelmed about the fact that you don't have any subscribers. You don't need them. Just start putting content up and make sure that that content is very specific and targeted to the ideal client that you would like to work with. Now, I know that by being active in communities and filming and posting raw, unedited video, you're going to be able to grow your business a lot faster. You're going to get new clients, you're going to get new sales. And so if you are not sure where to start with these 2 methods because I promise you that they're going to be the most effective ways long-term to land new clients. So before I wrap up the video, make sure you comment down below what's your favorite way to find new clients. Thanks so much for watching and we'll catch you in the next video.